Lahashar subtopic 1.1.1 concept of finance. Before starting, quick meaning. Concept means the main idea or basic understanding of something. So here, concept of finance equals what finance is all about. Easy explanation with emojis. Finance is the lifeline of a business. Business? Finance is one of the most important functions in any business. Just like blood is necessary for the human body, finance is necessary for a business to survive and grow. Finance cannot be ignored. A business cannot avoid finance. Without enough money, business can fail and even close down. Finance is always needed. The need for money continues for the entire life of the company. From starting a company to running daily activities to expanding into new markets, finance is required everywhere. 3 approaches to understand finance functions. Approaches equals ways to look at something. 1. First approach. Finance is only about raising money. This approach says finance function equals getting money when needed on the best terms. 2 assumptions behind this approach. The need for money comes after spending decisions are made. The finance manager's job is only to arrange money at low cost. Example, a company decides to launch a new product. After deciding this, they ask the finance manager to find the cheapest loan. Like in a bank, manager plans a new branch opening, then searches for funds after planning expenses. 2. Second approach. Finance is related to every activity. Here it says, finance is connected to each and every business activity. But this idea is not 100% correct because finance is important but not linked to every single action. Example, making tea in office doesn't need finance directly. Example, buying computers for employees needs finance, but daily coffee needs not really linked to finance directly. 3. Third approach, most correct. Raising and using money smartly. This is the best and balanced way to understand finance. Finance function equals I forecast how much money is needed. Choose the best source to get money, like bank loan, shares, etc. Use the collected money properly and smartly. Example, suppose a banker knows next year 2 new branches will open. First, he calculates the money needed, selects whether to take a loan or use profits, and then spends carefully on setting up. Key points to remember. Finance is central to business activities. Finance cannot be ignored. Need for finance is continuous. 3 approaches. First, only arranging finance. Second, every activity. Third, balanced, arrange plus use smartly. Real life and banking connection. In your bank PO interview, when they ask why finance is important, you can answer like this. Finance is like the blood of any organization. Without it, no company or bank can survive. As a future bank officer, my role will involve helping businesses manage their finance needs efficiently. In group discussions, if topics like importance of finance in business come, you can use these points easily. In internship job, understanding how finance is planned and used smartly will make you a smart banker manager. Short summary. Finance importance. Like blood in the body, finance is needed everywhere in business. Continuous need. Finance is required for lifetime of the company. Approaches. 1, finance only for money needs. 2, finance linked with all activities. Best equals arrange and use funds smartly. Now your basics on concept of finance are strong. Waiting for your next topic. 1.12.2 Meaning and definition of finance. Before starting, quick meaning. It simply explains what is finance in easy words. Definition, official way of saying what finance is, usually given by experts. Easy explanation with emojis. Finance equals backbone of business. Finance is the backbone of every business. Just like our backbone keeps us standing straight, without finance, business cannot run and can become weak or close. Finance is both art and science. Finance is an art because it needs smartness in using money. Finance is also a science because it follows rules, formulas, and proper methods. Finance helps from start to end of business. From the moment business idea is born to the daily operations. And even at the closure of business, finance is needed at every stage. Finance is needed for resources. Finance helps in buying raw materials, machines, hiring employees, etc. It keeps the smooth flow of business activities. Good finance system is very important. A good and healthy financial system inside a company makes sure everything runs smoothly and the business grows well. Different ways finance is defined. Reminder, schools of thought means different experts or groups have different views. Finance always revolves around money. In simple words, finance equals management of money in business. It deals with sources of money, where money comes from, loans, investors, allocation of money, where money is spent, machines, salaries, application and usage, how smartly money is used, goal, maximize returns, and make stakeholders happy. Stakeholders, holders, owners, investors, employees. Expert definitions made easy with emojis. F.W. Page definition. Finance equals having money at the exact time when needed. Easy example. Imagine you have a loan EMI to pay on 5th. If you have money ready by 5th, that's finance working properly. John J. Hampton definition. Finance equals managing the flow of money in an organization, school, bank, business, government. Easy example. In a bank, handling customer deposits and giving out loans, both are part of finance. Howard and Upton definition. Finance equals managing all debits, expenses, and credits, incomes, carefully so that the company can achieve its goals easily. A most easy example. A bank manager ensuring money earned from loans is more than expenses of running a branch. Key points to remember. Finance equals backbone of business. Finance is both an art and a science. Finance is needed from birth to closure of a business. Finance involves managing sources, allocation, and usage of money. Definitions by experts give formal understanding. Hack, real life and banking connection. In Bank PO interviews, when they ask, explain what is finance, you can smartly say, finance is the lifeline of any organization. It deals with managing money so that the business runs smoothly and grows. As a future bank officer, my role will involve helping customers manage their finances wisely and ensuring the bank uses its funds efficiently. In group discussions, if the topic is role of finance, you can confidently use these points. In your internship job, knowing finance basics helps you handle budgets, evaluate loans, and make financial decisions. Point short summary. Meaning, finance equals managing money for business activities. Importance, without finance, business cannot survive. Nature, finance is an art and a science. Scope, needed from starting to ending of business. Expert views, focus on managing money flows, timing, debits, and credits. Now your basics on meaning and definition of finance are strong, waiting for your next subtopic whenever you are ready. 2. Subtopic 1.13 General Areas of Finance. Quick meaning before starting. General areas. It means different parts or branches into which finance is divided. Each area handles different types of money management, depending on who is using the money. Government, people, companies, banks, or across countries. Simple and detailed explanation with emojis. Averkana, what are the 4 general areas of finance? Finance is divided into 4 big categories. 1. Public finance. 2. Private finance. 3. Institutional finance. 4. International finance. Let's understand each one easily, one by one. Number public finance. Public finance equals managing money by the government, local, state, central. It checks how government collects money, like taxes, and how it spends it, like on roads, schools, hospitals. Short, easy example. Government collects income tax and uses it to build metro projects. Number 2, private finance. Private finance equals managing money by individuals, companies, and nonprofit organizations. It is divided into 3 types. #I, personal finance. Money management for an individual person. How you plan your salary, expenses, savings, investments. Example, saving monthly salary for buying a car. I, business finance. Money management in a company, following proper rules and systems. Example, a company like Tata Motors managing funds to build new electric cars. E, finance for nonprofit organizations. Even charity groups, like NGOs, need to manage money properly. Example, a school run by a trust managing donations for giving free education. Number 3, institutional finance. Institutional finance equals handling money by financial institutions, banks, insurance companies, mutual funds. It involves raising funds and giving funds, like loans, investments, properly. Example, SBI gives home loans by collecting deposits from customers. This is very important for bank PO jobs because you will directly work in this area. International finance. International finance equals managing money between countries. It deals with different currencies, dollar, rupee, euro, exchange rates, rules of accounting in different countries. It helps businesses grow across borders without facing problems due to different rules. Example, an Indian company selling products in USA and receiving payment in dollars. They have to manage exchange rates, currency risks, and follow both countries' rules. Key points to remember. Finance has 4 main areas: public, private, institutional, international. Public finance equals government money. Private finance equals personal, business, and nonprofit money. Institutional finance equals money managed by banks, insurance, mutual funds. International finance equals money moving between countries and cash, real life and banking connection. As a bank PO officer, you will directly work in institutional finance, giving loans, managing deposits, etc. In group discussions, GD, topics like role of banks in international finance may come. You can confidently explain. They might ask, tell the difference between public and private finance? You can easily answer now in simple points. In MBA job internships, you will be asked to work on reports related to public funding or private companies or banking sector. Knowing all these makes you ready for real-world and banking career. Meaning example, public finance, managing government money, tax collection, build roads. Private finance, managing money of individuals, companies, NGOs. Saving salary, company projects, NGO donations. Institutional finance, managing money by financial institutions, SBI loans and deposits. International finance, managing money across countries, selling products to USA, handling dollars. Now you have full, strong basics on general areas of finance. Whenever you are ready, send the next subtopic. I am fully ready to help you continue building your knowledge step by step like this. Would you hack subtopic 1.1.4 Importance of finance in non-finance areas? Quick meaning before starting. Importance of finance in non-finance areas means how finance is helpful even in other departments like marketing, production, HR, etc. Finance is not only for accountants. It is needed everywhere in a business. Simple and full explanation with emojis. Why finance is important in other areas? Finance is the backbone of every department. Without proper money, no department, like marketing, HR, production, can work properly. Finance helps other departments by giving them money, budgets, and funds to do their work efficiently. Different relations of finance with other areas. Let's understand each connection one by one. Number 1, financial management and economics. Finance uses economic concepts to make smart money decisions. Concepts like microeconomics, small-level decisions like pricing. Macroeconomics, big-level decisions like national incomes, are used in finance. Total income are used in finance. Important formulas like money value discount factor. Economic order quantity, EOQ, are borrowed from economics. While giving loans, banks use discount factor formulas to calculate today's value of future payments. This knowledge is super useful for BankBo because you will work on loans, interest rates, financial decisions. Number 2, financial management and accounting. Accounting records past financial data. Finance uses this data to make future plans. Earlier, accounting and finance were one subject. Later, they became separate but closely related. Example: if company accounts show less profit, finance managers decide to control costs next year. In BankPO, knowledge of accounting helps you understand balance sheets and cash flows quickly. Number 3, financial management and mathematics. Finance uses a lot of maths and statistics to take smart decisions. Techniques called econometrics are used. EOQ, discount factor, time value of money, cost of capital, dividend theories, etc. Example: when deciding EMI for home loans, banks calculate using present value and interest rates. For BankPO exams also, data interpretation, quantitative aptitude sections are there. This maths connection is very important. Number 4, financial management and production management. Production, making goods. For production, we need machines, raw material, workers. All need money. Finance department estimates how much money is needed and gives it at the right time. Example: a car company needs funds to buy steel for making cars. In banking jobs, if you work with business loans, you must understand production needs. Number 5, financial management and marketing. Marketing equals selling the products. Marketing needs funds for advertisements, promotions, discounts. Finance department gives the required budget to marketing. Example: a bank like SBI spends crores on TV ads for promoting new savings accounts. In BankPO role, you might work with the marketing team when launching new products like credit cards. Number 6, financial management and human resource, HR. HR equals managing people workforce. HR needs money to pay. Salaries, bonuses, pension. Finance team and HR team work together to plan and pay employees properly. Example: before increasing employee salaries, HR discusses with finance if company can afford it. As a bank officer, you may deal with salary accounts, employee fund management, so understanding HR and finance relation helps. Chad, key points to remember. Finance is needed in every department of a business. Economics concepts help in making financial decisions. Accounting provides data to finance. Mathematics gives tools like discount factors, cost of capital. Production needs finance for machines, material, and workers. Marketing needs finance for advertising and promotions. HR needs finance for salaries, bonuses, and benefits. Real life and banking connection. In your BankPO job, you will work with marketing for loan promotions. You will work with HR for salary accounts. You will analyze production loans given to companies. You will use economics and maths every day in calculations. In GD and interviews, they may ask how finance supports other departments, and you can explain beautifully with real-life examples. In MBA internships, understanding this topic helps you in finance and management roles easily. Economics, economic concepts used in finance, loan interest calculation. Accounting. Accounting records, finance planning, budget making from past profit. Mathematics, tools used in finance, EMI calculation, production. Finance funds production needs, buying machines, marketing. Finance funds marketing activities, TV ads for new product, human resource. Finance pays salaries, bonuses, employee salary management. You now have a full and strong understanding of importance of finance in non-finance areas. Awesome energy you are showing. Now, let's continue the same perfect style, full emojis, super simple English, clear headings, interesting examples, important points, interview connections, and a sweet summary at the end. Subtopic 1.1.5, Nature of Finance Function. Tack little meaning before we start. Nature of finance function means what finance function really is, what type of work it involves, and what are its important qualities. Simple words, it's about what finance does inside a company. Full explanation in easy way with emojis. Finance can be divided into 3 main decisions. Finance deals mainly with 3 big decisions inside any company. 1, investment decision. Deciding where to invest the company's money. Goal to earn more profits and grow the business. Company checks different investment options like new projects, buying machines, opening new branches, and chooses the best one. Example, if SBI Bank wants to open 50 new branches, they must invest wisely after checking locations, profits, customer needs. In Bank PO Job, you may handle investment proposals like new ATM installations or new branch investments. Number 2, financing decision. Deciding where to get money from. Bank loans, public shares, bonds, internal savings, company must choose cheapest and safest source to get funds. Example, if a company wants 10 crores, they decide whether to take a loan from SBI or issue public shares. As a banker, you will evaluate loan proposals and guide customers on finance options. Number 3, dividend decision. Deciding how much profit to give to shareholders as dividends. Also decide how much profit to keep inside the company for future growth. Example, if a bank earns 100 crore profit, they must decide, should we give 40 crore as dividend and keep 60 crore for business expansion? In banking interviews, they may ask, what is dividend decision? You can explain easily now. Hack finance function connects with every department. Now let's see the main features or nature of finance function. 1, finance is integrated and centralized. Finance team is like a central command center. Every department, HR, marketing, production, depends on finance team for money matters. Keeping it centralized saves cost and gives better control. Example, in a bank like SBI, the head office controls all financial decisions for branches. 2, finance function exists in all types of companies. Small or big company, private or public, all must have finance function. Finance puts a control system on all activities like purchases, hiring, production. Example, even a small bakery needs finance control to buy ingredients and pay workers. In banking jobs, you must check even small business loan applications carefully. Number 3, finance helps in long-term growth and survival. Without proper finance planning, companies can't grow bigger or survive during tough times. Finance ensures future security and profit growth. Example, if a bank invests wisely today, it can survive tough economic times like recession. Number 4, finance supports managerial decision-making. Finance provides important reports, analysis, and future predictions. Managers take smarter decisions by understanding finance data. Branch manager in a bank uses financial reports needs his financially be to decide which area needs more loan officers. Number 5, finance is interrelated to all departments. Finance supports marketing and budget, production, raw material money, HR, salary payments. If finance fails, other departments will also struggle. Example, if Finance team delays salary. HR team faces angry employees. As a future bank officer, you will coordinate with marketing, HR, operations, and finance teams. Number 6, finance helps in valuation of firm. Valuations, how much the company is worth. Finance department works to increase the company's value by smart management. Example, if a bank grows profit and keeps customers happy, its market value increases. Interviewers often ask, how does finance affect a company's value? Key points to remember. Finance has 3 main decisions: investment, financing, dividend. Finance connects to every department. Finance is centralized and controls costs. Finance helps long-term survival and growth. Finance provides data for smart decisions. Finance increases the firm's value. Real life and banking connection. As a bank PO officer, you will analyze business loan applications, investment and financing decisions, check companies' dividend reports for stock investors, manage branch finance centrally, make smart financial plans during branch target meetings. In interviews and GD, they may ask, how important is finance function? You can now explain beautifully with real examples. In internships also, you may be asked to work on financing plans and valuation reports. Short summary. Area, what it means, example. Investment decision. Where to use company money. New branch setup. Financing decision, how to raise money, loan or share issue. Dividend decision, how much profit to give, giving bonus dividends. Centralization. Finance controls from center. Head office manages fund. Growth and survival. Finance ensures long-term success. Surviving recession. Managerial help. Finance data helps managers decide. Budget planning. Valuation. Finance increases company value. Good profits equal high share price. Now you are fully ready with complete knowledge of nature of finance function. Whenever you're ready, send your next concept. Subtopic 1.1.6, Scope of Finance Function. Little meaning before we start. Scope of finance function means what are the areas covered by finance activities inside a business. Simple words, all the important jobs that the finance department has to do. Full explanation in very easy way with emojis. 1. Estimating financial requirements. Company must calculate how much money it needs for short-term needs, day-to-day, long-term needs, big projects. Finance team has to talk to other departments like marketing, production, and make a final budget. In a new company starting stage, promoters, owners know the fund needs directly, so less coordination needed. Example, SBI Bank, planning to open 20 new branches, must first estimate how much money is needed for land, staff salaries, computers, etc. In your bank PO job, you will assess loan applications, where businesses submit their financial requirements. 2. Deciding capital structure. After estimating the money needed, the company must decide how much money from debt loan, how much from equity shares, how much from hybrid mix. Important to keep balance between risk and return. They also check cost of money, time period for loan return, risk involved. Example, if SBI takes a loan of 500 crores from RBI and 300 crores from issuing bonds, that's a capital structure. In interviews, you may be asked, what is capital structure? Why important? You can now answer simply. 3. Selecting a source of finance. Finance team decides from where to raise money. Equity shares, debentures bonds, bank loans, public deposits. They must think about cost of borrowing, conditions attached, rules, burden of repayment, whether ownership will get diluted, ownership loss. Example, if a company wants funds but doesn't want to lose control, it will prefer a loan from a bank rather than issuing equity shares. In your future banking career, you'll guide companies on best finance sources. Now 4, selecting a pattern of investment. After getting money, the company must decide where to invest it. They use smart methods like capital budgeting, opportunity cost analysis, 3 golden rules to remember while investing, safety, profitability, liquidity. Example: if a bank gets 10 crores, it must decide whether to invest in fixed deposits, government bonds, or give it as loans. You may even help customers in investing wisely as a banker. Hanshirt 5. Proper cash management. Company must have enough cash ready when needed. Cash is needed for buying raw materials, paying suppliers, paying salaries, daily expenses. No cash, no smooth working. Example: branch manager at SBI must ensure cash is available for ATM machines and daily banking work. Cash management is super important in bank operations. 6. Proper uses of surpluses. After paying all taxes, if any profit remains, it's called surplus. Surplus is used for giving bonus to employees, giving dividend to shareholders, reinvesting back into business, growth expansion. Example: if SBI earns good profits, it may give bonuses to staff, dividends to shareholders, and open new branches. You can explain this beautifully in GDs and interviews. And answered? 7. Implementing financial controls. Finance department must check and monitor if money is used properly. They use techniques like budgetary control, cost control, internal audit, ratio analysis, break-even analysis. Financial planning is also a part. Example: a branch manager uses budgetary control to ensure the branch doesn't spend more than allocated. In banking work, financial controls are a daily part of branch management. Key points to remember. Finance has to estimate financial needs, decide the capital structure, select best source of finance, choose investment pattern, ensure proper cash management, utilize surplus profits wisely, implement financial controls. Real life and banking connection. As a bank PO officer, you'll check business plans where companies explain their financial estimates. You'll offer loans considering their capital structure and source of finance. You'll manage branch investments and cash flow. You'll monitor financial performance using ratio analysis. In interviews, if they ask, "What is scope of finance function?" you can now give a full SMART answer with examples. During internships, you may handle budgeting, cash management, or assist in audits. Area, what it means, example. Estimating finance needs. How much money needed? Opening new bank branch. Capital structure. How to divide debt and equity. Loan versus bonds. Source of finance. From where to get money. Bank loans, investment pattern. Where to invest money. New project, fixed deposit. Cash management. Handling daily cash needs. ATM cash, salary payments. Surplus use. Using remaining profit, bonus, dividend, expansion, financial controls. Checking money usage, internal audit, budget review. You now have complete easy knowledge of scope of finance function. Ready for your exams, SBI PO interviews, internships, and real-world banking work. Whenever ready, send your next topic. I'll make that one super simple too with full energy and emoji.